Hello and welcome to today's video. I know I like done up trying to be cute. Today's video we're gonna go take a wine tasting. So we're gonna do that today for a friend's birthday. So it's right over there. And we have a special guest today who's gonna be our cameraman. It's Richard.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
He's gonna be our cameraman for today to help a sister out. You feel me? So yes, and also guys, this is my magnetic lashes. This is my first time trying magnetic lashes. Don't look too hard or too close. And this is Juvia's Place like makeup. It's really humid in New York City. It's been humid for like a long time, and it's frankly quite annoying. It's real humid out here. But anyways, I don't know how people go to visit Florida. That's also real humid too. I don't know how people live there. Like, I want to go to Florida. I'm like, I'm dying and this is disgusting. You just don't want to wear clothes. But anyways, I digress. Let's get this started. Oh, here's today's outfit. Yay! Yes! Okay. Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we have a special guest. It's Vincent from the Red Hook Winery. And last time we were here, he was like a really amazing host, and he continues to do so because he gave us some orange wine to taste. So before we start, you want to give us like a little
about
wine
the wine?
connoisseur
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
this wine?
Kind of, please. So yeah, there's skin fermented orange wine, skin contact wine. It's from 3 barrels of skin fermented Chardonnay from different vineyards, and then a fourth barrel of skin fermented Sauvignon Blanc. So we decided to, rare for us, we actually kind of stick to single vineyards, but we did a full blend on this one. So really beautiful, a lot of different textures going on there, and flavor, beautiful color.
Cheers.
Yeah. Salud.
And cameraman, Richard. That's refreshing. That is hella refreshing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? Because I know, like, every time I look on your Instagram, there's a whole bunch of like wine and like different rums and stuff like that. So like, tell us about yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, real quick, I born and raised out in Long Island, like 30-45 minutes from wine country. So, and Italian, so couldn't really escape wine growing up.
Yeah.
Since then, school, college, blah blah, working in restaurants, that old story, and got really into wine. Started doing some sommelier certifications, and then got some jobs in the city running beverage programs, which was really fun. I have an accounting background, so kind of like,
Accounting
oh cool,
wine.
making a cool beverage list and then making it profitable.
Yeah.
To that's like the not fun side of
Like,
working in restaurants.
Right. Gotcha.
Being able to sit through a P&L meeting, like, oh yeah, this is why the numbers are good. Profits and loss.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I was like,
You've got like your boss's boss, like once a month, like, oh, you're up 2.3% on this. And you're like, oh, this is why.
Yeah. Okay. So you're
Like, how do
you're
I
the
fix
numbers guy with the wine and with.
Wine and numbers, yeah.
Numbers, gotcha.
They do mix sometimes.
So
yes.
what would you recommend about doing a wine tasting for people who are like, I love wine, but like don't know so much about it?
Right. Definitely, obviously, come here.
Right.
But I
That's
know
why we're here
the
again.
tasting is 6 wines, and you get to taste 6 different wines. You get to taste not only just different varietals, like, oh, it's a Sauvignon Blanc, a Chard, a Merlot, a Cabernet. You're also tasting the same exact grapes, same source material made by 2 different winemakers. So you get to see, the 2 aspects: the viticulture, growing the grapes, the different grapes, their different properties, and then the vinification. And especially with something like a Chardonnay, which can be, clean and crisp, all the way to oaky buttery.
And vinification?
Winemaking.
Okay.
Just
That would make sense because vines.
Yep.
Okay.
And so, but the reason here is great is because you get 6 different wines for the price that it is. Wine has a economic barrier to entry.
Yeah.
Not everybody can just go and grab like 3 $50 bottles and like, oh, let's open these up and taste them. I can't, I do, but I shouldn't be.
Right.
But, you know, that's what I get points on them, I think. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of miles that I can't use.
Yeah.
But no, it's you know, you get to taste all these different things and discover how we talk about wine, how you taste wine, and it's not to be like fancy pants Fraser at a party.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, it was a 92
Right.
Grand Cru. No one cares. Like, some people care, but most people don't care.
Right.
It's so, you know, we taste the wine that certain way, we analyze it to get as much out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a difference between drinking and tasting.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's really kind of, you know, there's listening to music and then there's like
Really?
listening to music.
Right.
Yeah, kind of the
Yeah.
same thing. Watching a movie and
Yeah.
like there's shows you put on just in the background and then there's like the HBO Watchmen, you're like, I have to pay attention every frame of this.
Right.
Because it's so good and
Kinda
there's
like,
so much going on.
You know,
Yeah.
Black Mirror. You're like, you gotta watch it twice.
Oh yeah, you
No,
can't.
you can't. You gotta watch it twice.
like,
I think I actually might
half-ass the
rewatch
attention
it.
on that one.
I might rewatch it because then you half-ass the attention, and then you're like, oh snap! You know, they go back to it, and you're like, oh, all these little things is what we should have paid attention to, which kind of is like life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, wine, same thing. You taste it, but it's not to say, you know, there's a reason we like pop music
Right.
and we like, you know, bingeable TV shows. I also like very easy drinking things. Like,
Yeah.
I drink cheap canned beer when I'm not at work. 'Cause, you know,
You know,
focus is nice, the appreciation is nice, but
yeah.
I just want to turn it off.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
And the wine here is actually pretty nice and affordable as well. So it's not like anything. It's like sometimes some of them are like $15.
Yeah, we always have a special going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, on average it's 25 to 50. Like the 50s are like
Right.
top tier.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. One thing I definitely want to ask you, especially with your Instagram, which we will link in there as well, is you're always with wine, tasting like different wines from friends, like rums and stuff. So
Yeah.
what I want to know is, do you find that in the future you may start your own like business venture in that avenue?
In terms of production?
Yeah.
Or love to have my own brand.
Yeah.
Running this one is cool. because
Right.
I can do things to grow it. I have different ideas. We have some interesting avenues of growth
Yeah.
coming up soon.
Okay.
It's going to be really cool stuff coming soon.
Okay.
Might have a brandy.
Okay.
Like, not our grapes, our wine, and
Yeah.
then distilled by a partner. We got a distillery
Yeah.
we're working with. You know, low key. I have tons of ideas. I just don't have money.
I hear that. Yeah.
So-
I asked the question. I was just like, damn, doesn't that mean he has to get the vines? Does that mean he has to get
Yeah, there's
like
a
the
whole,
barrels? Like
there might be
it's a
something
lot.
with rum happening
Okay.
in the future. At the Virgin Islands.
Oh.
Super early days, but
Cool.
you can tell everybody they heard it here first.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like us to know before we close out here?
Come to Red Hook.
Please do. It's
Yeah.
really nice. They're
Not
really
just for
nice
us.
here.
I mean,
Yeah.
the whole neighborhood,
The
the
staff here
history.
is nice too.
They're okay. Make them nice.
Right. Okay. Cool. But it's a nice avenue.
Yeah, it's a beautiful neighborhood, and you know, doesn't feel like you're stuck in the city,
That's true.
which is really nice. I mean, does that feel like New York?
No, it doesn't. And
But-
there's a nice breeze here too.
Yeah, that's coming in real nice.
Well, thank you for your time. It was
course.
really nice.
Yeah.
It was really nice seeing you again, and we will be tasting more wine later. but-
Oh yeah, Jeff and I were going over the lineup for that.
Okay, yeah,
It's,
I see the chairs over
I'm
there.
like, okay, we can do this one, that one.
You got it.
We're gonna open some fun things.
Yeah, but thank you again.
Yeah, of course.
And we will be talking throughout this tasting.
Cheers.
But look at my son.
Boy,
Look at my son. Like, who's uncle? Who got
Some
money?
rich white uncle, right?
So you got some
I'm
money.
just like, where is this money? Because I need it.
You got it though with that shirt.
I'm trying to get one of these boats so I can be out here like these other people.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius!
I can
Yes!
already tell there's a connection with the group here. We're going to have a good time today.
Sag.
I am going to be leading the tasting with y'all today. We're going to go through 6 different wines. For those that have never been here before, we actually, walking around Brooklyn as a borough of New York, I'm sure you did not notice grapes growing here.
I don't know.
If you ever see that counts, that is the one exception. But if y'all ever see grapes growing in Brooklyn, turn the other way and run. It's probably not a good thing. We, as a winery, we buy 100% of our fruit exclusively from New York State. The large majority of that is coming from the North Fork of Long Island, Ithaca, the Finger Lakes, and even the Hudson Valley on occasion. What I love what we're doing here, y'all, is we have 3 different winemakers that work here. So whenever we do receive any shipment of anything grape related, each winemaker gets a portion of those grapes and creates his or her own version of the wine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each of the 3 different winemakers. We're going to taste a few different whites. We're going to taste a few different red wines. Might even throw what's called an orange wine in there, which I think I spoke to some of y'all about earlier. But again, we'll revisit that. So for the first one, if you 3 different winemakers, if you all look at the bottom of every label that we have in house, you are going to notice a different symbol. That symbol reflects which of the 3 winemakers that made the wine. So this first symbol, we had no idea what this symbol was for a very long time, and we heard every guess that you can come up with, from a deck of playing cards to a math protractor, a seashell, a bow and arrow, a carousel.
Sagittarius sign, that's fine.
Sagittarius sign.
Hello.
She sees what we're doing there. You name it, we've heard it. This was actually a symbol that Sir Isaac Newton drew hundreds of years ago to describe how planetary motion is affected by gravity. You all are picking up what I'm putting down. The winemaker is a very ethereal kind of a guy. He was a Greek philosophy professor at St. John's University 20 years before he was making wine. St. John's? Nice, nice. So again, the connection gets even deeper here. So,
what's your birthday?
My birthday's December 19th.
Wow! 17, 18, and 19.
Guys,
look at that.
Did we all just become best friends?
Yes.
I think it
Match
just
made in
happened. It
heaven.
just happened. I told you there's energy here. There's energy here. So this right here, y'all, this is a 100% Sauvignon Blanc. We prefer to start off really clean, really light, really refreshing and crisp. So we went ahead and chose this. It is coming from the Jamesport Vineyard on the North Fork of Long Island. The Jamesport Vineyard is close enough in proximity to the water because the vines are drinking the ocean's water as its main source of water. When they vinify this into wine, you might notice it having a little bit of a salty, a little bit of a briny flavor profile to it. For me, that just makes it all the more refreshing, but it also pairs really well with food. The Abe Schoner, which is the symbol down here, 2017 Sauvignon Blanc from the Jamesport Vineyard on the North Fork of Long Island.
Okay. This is really nice. What do you think of this one?
That is flat?
Wine?
Yeah.
So the other big famous white wine in addition to Sauvignon Blanc. This right here is going to be sort of our equivalent to a big buttery Chardonnay. It's not anything that's too rich or too heavy. It actually has.
We got food too. That's crazy.
It pairs really with chicken specifically. It does. I'm serious. So whenever you eat anything that's rich in flavor, if you're going to pair it with wine, you're looking for acidity. That acidity will cut through anything that is rich in the fat, the salt, anything rich in flavor, and provide balance and harmony for the palate. So it should be real good with the food, actually.
Awesome. Thank you.
Anything with a darker label here as well is a reserve wine.
Gotcha.
Older vines, better quality grapes, aged for longer in oak, that kind of a thing. So very exotic. Really
this one's a love. Sorry? What's the name of this one?
It's called Legend.
Legend.
Usually in the past has been a single vineyard wine. For 2016, we're actually taking 2/3 from a vineyard known as Matabella, and then the 1/3 from the Macari vineyard.
And this is the Gentleman, right?
What's that?
The Gentleman?
That's right.
Well, that's about it for the wine tasting, you guys. You know, it's my friend's birthday, so, you know, I want to enjoy the festivities. And it was a really great time, and thank you to the staff at Red Hook Winery. One thing I will let you guys know that this video is not sponsored. This is, you know, out of the purest intent of our hearts to make a video and have a good time, and I really want to thank the staff at Red Hook Winery and Vincent, Jeff, for really helping out. One thing that Jeff was mentioning about the orange wine is that it's also known as a skin or contact wine. I thought I had the clip, don't know where that went. But it's a skin contact wine made from like white grapes, and the skins have been kept on longer, which adds like flavor, pigment, tannins, and it gives it like a nice floral flavor as well. It says that orange wine is actually nothing new. It actually originated in Georgia. You know, it's like an Eastern European country. Shout out to my friend Matt. If he watches this, I will let him know. He should. He's from Georgia. But yeah, it was a really good time, and I'll leave the link in the description below. So if you also want to check out the Red Hook Winery, it's really nice. And I believe it's about like $25 plus gratuity if you just want to check it out. Really affordable, really just a fun activity to do. And if you like wine, like, it tastes really good. My new favorite wine, I will say, is the orange one, you know? So yes, hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your days and your summers, and, you know, trying to keep a good headspace out here, you know? Bye!